How to form an LLC in Delaware. When starting a new company, choosing a business entity is one of the most important decisions that you make. For most businesses with more than one founding member, forming an LLC is often the best option. Before we begin, let's quickly define what an LLC is. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company and is an uncomplicated business structure that gives business owners legal protection by separating personal assets from business debts. Creating an LLC can get complicated depending on where you're based, as the process differs from state to state. To avoid any missteps, follow along as we show you how to form an LLC in Delaware. The first step in forming an LLC is to select a name. Delaware has two naming guidelines. 1. An LLC's name must contain Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC. 2. An LLC's name must be distinguishable from the names of existing businesses on file with the Delaware Division of Corporations. After selecting a name for your LLC, you can reserve it with the Delaware Division of Corporations. To do this, first, ensure your chosen business name is available by performing a business search. 2. Fill in an application for reservation of Limited Liability Company name form. You can file online or by mail to reserve the name for up to 120 days. Note that reserving a name has a fee. Check the description below for more details. Step 2. Designate a registered agent. Like most U.S. states, forming an LLC in Delaware requires appointing a registered agent service. A registered agent is an individual or a company that acts as your official point of contact in the state to receive legal documents, service of process, and other official communications from the state. It is their job to forward these documents and communications to your LLC in a timely manner. A registered agent also helps save time mailing documents and keeps your address and other personal information private. Your registered agent must meet the following requirements. 1. Must be a state resident with a street address in Delaware. 2. Have a business office in Delaware if located out of state. Check out the description below for recommended registered agent services that can guide you through this entire process. Step 3. File Certificate of Formation. An LLC is officially formed in Delaware by filing a Certificate of Formation with the Delaware Division of Corporations. The Certificate of Formation must provide the following details: LLC name, LLC address, registered agent name and address, LLC organizer or organizers, signature or signatures. You must file by fax or postal mail. Note that there is a fee. Check the description below for more details. Next is to create an operating agreement. An operating agreement does the following: describes your business structure, establishes the individual responsibilities and obligations of your LLC members, details how the LLC will be run. Although Delaware doesn't require one, an operating agreement clarifies the specific duties of its members, which may help your LLC avoid significant legal and operational difficulties. Step 5. Get an EIN. Before your company is ready to start doing business, you must obtain an IRS Employer Identification Number, EIN, by applying on the IRS website. The 9-digit EIN is like a social security number for a business and is necessary for things like paying income tax, filing tax returns, opening a business bank account. You can apply for an EIN on the IRS website. Finally, make sure to complete all additional legal requirements. Pay alternative entity tax. Delaware LLCs must pay a $300 alternative entity tax to the Delaware Division of Corporations each year. The tax is due each year by June 1. Register with the Department of Revenue. LLCs that collect sales tax and those that have employees must register with the Delaware Division of Revenue. The registration process varies depending on an LLC's tax obligations. Acquire business licenses. The Delaware business license can be acquired online or by printing a combined registration application form and mailing the completed form to the Division of Revenue. Additional licenses, permits, or certifications may be required locally. Consult with the city clerk in the city where your LLC is based for information on local licensing requirements. So, to sum it up, how to form an LLC in Delaware. 1. Select a name. 2. Designate a registered agent. 3. File Certificate of Formation. 4. Create an operating agreement. 5. Obtain an employer identification number. 6. Fulfill your legal obligations, particularly relating to paying the alternative entity tax, registering with the Department of Revenue, and applying for a business license. By following these steps, you can form an LLC in Delaware. All the websites mentioned earlier are located in the description below, as well as a link to a guide. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos answering your questions to all things LLC.